How to use azelaic acid like a dermatologist. I love azelaic acid because it has so many different purposes. It reduces blemishes, improves brown spots, and calms redness-prone skin. And this one from Paula's Choice also has tons of soothing ingredients. It's gentle enough to be used once or twice a day. People with oily skin don't need to moisturize. That statement is a complete myth. Moisturizers hydrate and repair the skin, so everyone can benefit even if you have acne. Now, if you have oilier skin, you may prefer a gel moisturizer like this one from Skinfix. It has saccharide isomerate, which improves skin barrier function and prevents water loss, plus niacinamide and zinc to regulate oil production. It's lightweight, but keeps your skin hydrated all day. If you have dandruff, the problem area is actually the scalp, not the hair shaft. It's the fungus and dead flaky skin on the scalp that needs to be eliminated. So massage your Nizoral shampoo directly onto the scalp with the Nizoral scalp massager. This deep cleanses, exfoliates, and removes dead flaky skin. Plus, it feels amazing. Just make sure to leave it on for 5 minutes before washing it out.
Must have been a deadly kiss. Only love can hurt like this.
Dark spots, redness, wrinkles, and skin cancer. Guess what? They're all caused by the sun. So if you're showing any of these signs of sun damage, then sunscreen is the most important step in your skincare routine. This sunscreen from La Roche-Posay is SPF 70 and can help improve skin tone, texture, and fine lines. It also has niacinamide to boost these benefits and fade discoloration. It passes my blend test and it's invisible on all skin tones, while doubling as a lightweight moisturizer. Dry lips. I've been struggling, so we're gonna try this lip slugging hack. So first, you start out with a good moisturizer. I'm gonna use this one from Drunk Elephant. Then I'm gonna follow with some CeraVe Healing Ointment. All right, then we go to sleep and we see how we did in the morning. Okay, I'm actually impressed. This is definitely worth the hype. It doesn't matter what type of acne you have, an acne fighting cleanser is the best first step in your skincare routine. This new product from Skinfix has 2% salicylic acid, which penetrates deep into your pores to fight acne on your body and your face. But this formula is insanely unique. It has glycolic acid, niacinamide, and azelaic acid, which is one of my all-time favorite ingredients for blemishes and dark spots. Just look at the texture of this product. And for those active pimples, you can follow with this new spot treatment, which is also loaded with amazing ingredients. You can snatch both of these products up at Sephora.
Sit by myself, talking to the moon.
Pull up the single turn up.
How to apply vitamin C like a dermatologist.
Spin the fucking bottle. If you the reason why it's simply spin the fucking bottle. So back to what I was saying. This could be yours, what you playing.
Why does every dermatologist love retinol? Well, as we age, our skin cells take longer to renew, and retinol speeds up that skin cell turnover. It's also been shown to improve skin texture, tone, fine lines, and wrinkles. The Kiehl's retinol uses a microdose formula supported by ceramides and peptide, which makes it effective but gentle even for first-time users. Hydrogen peroxide damages tissue, and triple antibiotic ointments cause allergy. Then what the heck are you supposed to put on minor cuts, rashes, and scrapes? Instead, spray on hypochlorous acid, which is a molecule naturally produced by the skin. This kills bacteria and improves wound healing. Oh, and it doesn't damage tissue, it's safe for acne-prone skin, and it's accepted by the National Eczema Association.
If you close your eyes, does it almost feel like nothing changed at all?
How to use a clay mask like a dermatologist. These masks are really meant to be used once a week. After cleansing, pat the skin dry and then apply a generous layer of the clay mask. This helps to lift oil and debris from your pores, and a lot of these masks can be drying, but this one from Kiehl's has hydrating ingredients. Now wait 5 to 10 minutes until the mask dries, and then wash it off. Simply follow with the rest of your skincare routine, but don't forget to moisturize.
How to apply retinol like a dermatologist.
Let me hear that boy. Let me wear that boy. Let me get the most expensive car and let me stare that boy. Real big pretty titty shut down every city. If you want the kid, kitty, gotta get the kid for me. I don't knew everything, plus pay the rent for me. If we in the wilderness, niggas put the tent for me, get me body. Long hair, no makeup, doing Pilates. Those niggas don't stop on my dance and not it. All them pictures is my sons, but who's the daddy? I graduate with honors. I ball NATO Connor. I did a freestyle, then I got a shout out from Obama. Yes, I am ill. I going for the kill. Hoes is my son's birth.
My favorite skincare products from each brand at Sephora, Part 2, let's go shopping. This avocado ceramide serum from Glow Recipe is lightweight and gentle. This blue algae vitamin C peel from Algenist is amazing for hyperpigmentation. Oh, and the whole internet is sleeping on Kiehl's. The Ultra Facial Cream slaps. Here's your sign to start treating your acne right. It's as simple as switching out your regular moisturizer for a moisturizer with ingredients that treat acne. This one contains salicylic acid, which helps to exfoliate, and it also has niacinamide, which balances oil production. Follow with this spot treatment that has sulfur for those stubborn active pimples. Your skin will thank you later. Are more expensive products actually better? Well, I read the ingredients on hundreds of shampoo bottles, so you don't have to. Turns out that most shampoos contain very similar ingredients. Now, the ingredient list isn't everything, but I still do rely on it to see if a product is safe and effective. So then how can drugstore brands like Tresemme offer affordable products with similar quality and ingredients to salon products? It's because bulk quantity orders bring the price of ingredients down. Most Tresemme products even undergo rigorous lab testing to show that they're just as effective as more expensive salon alternatives. So more expensive doesn't always mean better for your hair, but it is worse for your wallet.
What do you mean breathe? Don't tell me to breathe. I can't be. Yo, bring me a shot. Bring me a shot.
Want to save time on your skincare routine? Combining steps is an easy way to do this. For example, this product from Rock is a retinol, hyaluronic acid, and moisturizer wrapped into one, which immediately plumps the skin and boosts collagen over time to minimize wrinkles. Oh, and did you know that Rock was the first company to stabilize retinol? Let's play a game and test your skincare knowledge. I'm debunking myths with Paula's Choice, the real OG of skincare myth debunking. Okay, so true or false? Vitamin C is not compatible with most other skincare ingredients. Check out my next video for the answer. This is actually false. There are studies that show that you can safely combine vitamin C with retinol, niacinamide, and salicylic acid. And it actually boosts the benefits of both to improve skin tone and signs of aging. But the key is to use a stabilized form of vitamin C like this one with vitamin E and ferulic acid.
and it makes your skin literally look like glass.
I have too many skincare products, don't do this to me. Okay, I'm on my way to Ulta. They also had this glass skin mist, so I'm gonna spray that first. From an ingredient standpoint, it's pretty basic. It's really meant to hydrate the skin. I do like that they have more than one weight of hyaluronic acid though. This thing is not watery at all. Look how it stays gooped up, defying gravity. But somehow it just melts into a water. That was unexpected. I have drier skin, so I wouldn't use this one alone. I'd follow it with another moisturizing lotion or cream. So this one best serves as more of a hyaluronic acid serum. I don't know who keeps making these videos, but these are those sebaceous filaments, those oils and dead skin cells that fill up your pores. Now, if you wait a long time for them to build up and then you remove them like in this video, they leave these giant craters behind. The goal is to remove them as they're building up. Use retinol and salicylic acid. All right, let's see what's going on with this shaving routine. Looks like they're going to start off with some shave cream and one of these brushes. So this is old school. Looks like they got a pretty good lather going. Shaving in the direction of hair growth, that's one of the best ways to prevent razor burn and ingrown hairs. Clean shave. Came right back. Looks like they're dealing with some ingrown hairs and they're going to use a sterile needle and some tweezers to remove those. That's a pretty good technique, you just got to be careful with that. Now they're dealing with a lot of ingrown hairs, so if this happens to you, try exfoliating the day after shaving with salicylic acid or glycolic acid. Electric trimmers also reduce the risk of ingrown hairs. Where do they get these cartoons from? Looks good.
How I got my skin from this.
Back with unsolicited skincare reviews. The best over-the-counter ingredient for acne. Good complementing ingredient. We love this product. Looks like we're dealing with some dandruff. Let's see how he treats it. Starting off with lemons, we're off to a bad start. Some type of blue shampoo here, okay. Of course, cleansing out the hair with some Red Bull. Now we're gonna rinse it out. Actually looks great here. Now let's just smack him in the back of the head, 0 out of 10. This is dermaplaning, where they're using a really sharp blade to exfoliate that top layer of the skin and remove those tiny vellus hairs. This really helps to improve skin texture but can irritate the skin if you do it too often. Super satisfying though. What on earth is going on here? Now there is a condition called pityriasis amiantaceae, where dandruff or psoriasis gets so bad that these thick, yellow, scaly crusts develop on the hair shaft. Now that looks like cornflakes. Now in both dandruff and psoriasis, the problem actually starts at the scalp, so you would expect to see a little bit of redness on the scalp here. So for that reason, I think this video is fake. Let's see what's going on here. Now this is a pincer nail, which is over curvature of the nail plate. Now when this happens, the nail digs into the skin, causing inflammation and infection, or what we call paronychia. Now these can be extremely painful. Now it looks like they're using a screwdriver to remove this nail. Not one of the tools that I use, but the technique is actually pretty good here, and I think this person is going to get a lot of relief from this. Now pincer nails tend to grow back unless you damage the nail matrix, so we'll use phenol to chemically burn the nail matrix. Otherwise, this was well done. I've been doing this for a while now, so you know I don't say this lightly. This may be the dumbest video I've seen on the internet. He has waxed a balloon to this guy's head. The guy can barely breathe. He's one wax strip away from suffocation. And now he is going to pull this off of his head. This is completely outrageous. And all his videos are like this. Who is going to this barbershop? I don't understand. People are paying for this service, I'm assuming. I'm going to save you all a little bit of time here. He never even finishes this video and never fully pulls this off.
I don't know where all these freckles came from.
Believe it or not, you're actually not born with freckles. You develop them with age due to sun exposure. They're basically like tiny little tans. Now they are completely harmless, but people with freckles really need to protect themselves from the sun because they're at higher risk of sunburn and skin cancer.
They don't know the truth.
What is that? This is cutis vertices gyrata, where the scalp develops folds that look like the brain. It's more common in men and usually completely harmless, but sometimes it can be associated with genetic conditions and excess growth hormone production.
This is who your favorite social media doctors would be if they were in the MCU. Dr. Shah would be Iron Man.
Okay, I'll take that.
Dr. Dana would be Captain Marvel.
I see it.
Of course, Dr. Mike would be
Completely
Captain America.
agree.
I would, of course, be Shang-Chi.
I'm not the one that said it.
And Dr. Ricky Brown would be the Toad.
Nah, come on.
Your head!
This thing's gonna hurt.
Well, you wanted to have your head sticking out of the sunroof? Querías hacer cruising.
Do you have rough, bumpy skin on the backs of your arms? Well, the most underrated ingredient is urea. No, it's not what you think. At concentrations higher than 10%, urea moisturizes and exfoliates to eliminate those keratin plugs that make the skin feel bumpy. It also reduces the appearance of redness and discoloration that's left behind. This one from Cetaphil is fragrance-free and made for sensitive skin. If you're stabbed or impaled by an object, this is a perfect example of why you should never remove it. That object may actually be preventing you from bleeding, and if you remove it, you would bleed out and die. Go to the hospital instead. This is an example of shaving against the grain. It gives you a closer shave, but increases your risk of ingrown hairs.
Apparently, if you can touch your elbows together, you're flat.
So why does it hurt so much when you hit your elbow right here? They call that the funny bone, but it's not a bone that's causing that pain. You're actually hitting a nerve called the ulnar nerve, which is causing that shooting pain. Take it easy a little bit. All right, now we gotta moisturize it. Moisturizing is always good. Relax. This is some good father bonding though. This is an ingrown hair, and they're more common with really short fades and curly hair. That's frustrating. Now, one of my favorite ways to prevent these is to use salicylic acid a few times a week. Now, once they get to this point and they're that deep, you do need to extract these. Make sure you clean the area, wash your hands, and you use clean tweezers.
to the doctors to see what this bump was on my finger. They said they thought it was a wart. So she did, damn it, don't do that. She said she thought it was a wart. So she did some type of freezing technique and it got all huge and black and blue and swollen. And so I don't know if I'm just supposed to wait and if it's supposed to get worse before it gets better. But some people say it should just fall off.
For some reason, I watched this video like 20 times. Everyone knows I'm a big fan of threading, but these self-threading machines can be dangerous. If you're gonna use one of these, try practicing on your arm first so you can get used to using them. It'll grow back. This story is absolutely amazing. If you notice an abnormal mole on somebody, you could actually save their life.
A soon-to-be med student came to see a hockey game but ended up making a possibly life-saving diagnosis.
The lapel of his jacket fell down a little bit and I could see this mole, and it just met all the hallmarks for what I thought skin cancer may look like.
She got the Canucks equipment manager's attention by holding up a message on her phone alerting him about his mole.
I didn't know I had a mole on the back of my neck. I've never seen the mole. I didn't know it existed.
Turns out the mole was cancerous and the equipment manager had it removed. Both teams later pitched in to thank Nadia.
Together, we would like to give you $10,000 toward your college tuition. We know you're going to make a phenomenal doctor.
Morning routine.
So is dunking your face in ice good for the skin? Well, it's definitely going to wake you up in the morning. It will temporarily depuff and decrease redness, but no long-term benefits on it. This is your reminder that pores are completely necessary and normal. They produce the oils that keep our skin moisturized and soft, and they require no treatment. This is severe nodular cystic acne, and I got on social media to give you all the knowledge to take care of your skin at home. But unfortunately, there's no cream available over the counter that's going to help with this. This type of acne leads to severe and permanent scarring if it's not treated, and the only treatments that help are oral medications that are available by prescription. See a dermatologist. Do you get painful bumps after shaving or waxing? These are ingrown hairs that get trapped under the skin and can't escape. Never shave against the grain and try exfoliating the day after hair removal by simply swiping these ingrown hair pads over the problem area. They have both salicylic acid and glycolic acid that gently exfoliate to eliminate and prevent trapped hairs.
Breathe in.
This is a canker sore, also known as an aphthous ulcer. Don't put salt directly on it. You can rinse with salt water, but I prefer numbing gel like Orabase. This is a nasal septum piercing, and you need to be really careful with these because if you get recurrent staph infections on the skin, you may be carrying that staph bacteria in the nose, and piercing the nose can cause that bacteria to spread to the heart. This is why nasal piercing should always be performed by a professional piercer like in this video. It's the single tear from You're about to watch an Accutane glow up. Now this is by far the most effective treatment that we have for acne. There are side effects that you must consider with your dermatologist, but the results can be life-changing.
Post the video that made you go viral.
If you don't have a pandemic baby,
then you cannot sit.
What? This is neonatal breast enlargement with milk production. It's seen in up to 2% of newborns, and it's due to increased estrogen and prolactin levels. It's sometimes called witch's milk and usually goes away within a few months. Not this again. This is absolutely horrible for your skin. It causes redness, hyperpigmentation. Do not wax your entire face, especially if you don't have hair. What do you think?
Just don't do it, but at least he's a good sport.
He is, and like, he smiles and everything, but you know he's in pain. This is onycoxis, which is just a fancy way of saying thickening of the nail plate. I see this every single day in dermatology. It's most commonly associated with fungal infections, but can also be seen with psoriasis. Not this guy again. So egg yolks do have a peptide that can stimulate hair growth, but there's no way it's going to do anything immediately, and I'm not sure why his clients all allow him to. Why does it look so good? She's using iodine here to see which vitamin C is most effective. You have the one from Josie Moran, the one from Coors, and the one from Paula's Choice. Unfortunately, it's not that simple. What's happening here is called a redox reaction, which I learned in chemistry class and I never thought it would come up in my life again. But this is the moment. So vitamin C is donating an electron to iodine, which turns it colorless. But the reaction only works if you use the active form of vitamin C, ascorbic acid. So the reason the one from Josie Moran and Coors doesn't work is because they both contain inactive forms of vitamin C that need to be converted by the skin. This one from Paula's Choice contains the active form of vitamin C, and just so happens to be one of the best vitamin C products on the market. But this experiment really doesn't tell you how effective this product is on the skin, because even crushed up vitamin C tablets will turn the solution clear. Shaving is one way to mechanically exfoliate the skin. What he's removing here is dead skin cells that have built up on the surface of the skin. This is why I recommend exfoliating once a week.
You're done. You're done.
You're done. Do not let people pop your pimples. It leads to scarring, especially if they're not wearing gloves.
My sister thinks it's normal to lose this much hair during each shower.
It is normal to lose anywhere from 50 to 100 hairs a day, but honestly, this does seem excessive to me. Unfortunately, there are so many reasons for hair loss, including stress. Now, stress-related hair loss resolves on its own, but for many other causes of hair loss, the longer you wait, the less likely you are to get your hair back. Also, how come everyone I know with long hair does this in the shower?